Can everybody hear me?
Thank you, teacher. We are ready to go. Your audio is coming through. The class can start.
All right. Okay. Hi, everyone. Can everyone hear me? Please just indicate in the chat box if you can hear me. Okay, awesome. I just wanted to see if you guys can hear me. Well, hi, everyone. I hope you guys are good. My name is Kay. I'm your English teacher for grade 7, and welcome to my class. So that's my email address. If you have any questions, there's anything that you don't understand, just pop me an email and I will get back to you, okay? Okay, just move this. Okay, just a reminder of our classroom management. So I won't be responding to the chat box while I'm teaching unless it has anything to do with the sound. You guys can't hear me, for example, or if I'm asking a question, okay? Secondly, if you've had the opportunity to ask a question, to answer, or to read, we'll have to pick someone else to do so because we want to give everyone an opportunity to interact with me, okay? And finally, if you are chosen to do any of the above, please say your name first so that I'll be able to remember you and yeah, we can get to know each other. Okay, just a quick brief on what we have done and what we are still going to do. So under listening and speaking content, we have done a listening comprehension on cyberbullying. For reading comprehension, we did a short story paid forward by Bridget Neves. And we are still going to do language structures and conventions. We're still going to do visual text, and we are still going to do writing and presenting. I hope you guys are ready for all that work. Okay, so today we are continuing with our short story, which is paid forward. Our lesson today is going to be on listening and speaking. I gave you guys homework, so we are going to be discussing and interacting, okay? Okay, the purpose of the homework that I gave you guys was for you to be able to skim and scan the story for information, to demonstrate understanding of character, the plot and setting, for you to understand and appreciate short stories, okay? Okay, so this was the homework. Please indicate on the chat box if you did your homework. If you did your homework, just say done on the chat box. Yes, done, doesn't matter. Okay. Well, Kang, why didn't you do my homework? Okay, I see. Okay. I guess I'll be interacting a whole lot with those who did my homework. Okay, if you're not here, don't worry, you'll catch up. Okay. So for homework, I said you guys must read the story again on your own. So did you guys read the story again on your own? Just indicate in the chat box if you did. If you're not here, it's okay. For those who are here, just say yes if you did. Okay. A whole lot of you were not here. Okay, I see a couple of you guys that were here. Okay. So for those who are here, you guys are going to be interacting with me, okay? So for the first question, you were asked to make a list of characters and discuss for each the appearance, the personality. So I am going to pick 4 people, okay? So for appearance, we're going to start with appearance. 4 people, and one person is going to discuss the appearance for Leah, the other one for the homeless man, the other one for Leah's friend, and the last person for the Burarose vendor. Okay. So can I have the first person? Opelong raise her hand. Can I please have Opelong?
Ma'am?
Yes. So which appearance are you going to be discussing with us?
The Buddha was vendor.
Okay.
So
how do you describe him, his appearance?
I describe him as a kind man, loving,
Wait, kind is a personality trait, okay? Now we are talking about appearance, physically.
Appearance, okay, physically. I don't know how to explain that.
Okay, based on the picture. Remember the picture when we read the story?
No, I don't.
You don't remember the picture?
No.
How did you do my homework?
My mother deleted the photo on her phone.
Your mother deleted the photo on your phone. Okay, so we'll come back to you for personality. For now, we are talking about the appearance, okay? Okay, can we get someone else? Can we get someone else for appearance? So does something, I can't say your word, it looks so complicated. This person raised their hand.
Teacher, you got Kecha?
Okay. Hello? Guys? Somebody raised their hand. I think it's Soda. I'm just going to call the person.
Bella or Kecha?
Sorry?
Bella or Kecha?
Okay. Please talk to me. Guys, what is happening? Okay. We'll come back a bit later on appearance. But guys, when you are describing someone, when you are describing their appearances, there are certain things that you need to mention, that you have to mention. Let's just share them with you now. Okay, let's try to move. Okay. So how to describe people's appearances in English. So if you were to describe somebody else, your friend or yourself, if you were to describe their appearance, like what are the things that you need to mention? There we go. So when you are describing somebody's appearance, you are describing how they look physically, their body. So you first want to mention their height, Is that person tall, short, or of average height? You want to mention their hair. Are they bald? Do they have braids? Do they have a bob cut or short hair? You want to mention the face as well. Is it round? Is it square? And sometimes you want to mention the features that they have. Do they have freckles? Yeah, things like that. And then the body type. Are they slender, slim, well-built, stocky, or curvy? And then you mention the complexion. Fair, dark, are they brown? There are a lot of things that you can mention, but I feel like for you guys, these are like the main things that I would expect that you mention from the characters. So if you mentioned any of these things for each and every character, then you are on the right track. Is there somebody who mentioned these things? Oh, and most importantly, guys, we do not use fat or skinny. When you are describing a person's appearance, you don't use fat or skinny. Does anyone know why we don't use those words? Just type in the chat box. Just let me know in the chat box why we don't use fat or skinny. It is insulting. It is disrespectful. It is rude. It is offensive. It's hurtful. It's body shaming. Yes, that is correct, guys. Those words are offensive. They are rude. You can't describe somebody as being fat or skinny. They are offensive. So that is why you can't use those words to describe a person. Okay. So for those who did my homework, did you guys mention the height, hair, face, body type, or complexion when you are describing the appearance of the characters? You can say yes, no. Stella, you didn't mention them. What did you mention? That's why I wanted to speak to you guys. I wanted to know how did you describe their appearances? Yes, eye color as well. As I said, there are a lot of things that I didn't mention here, but I wanted those things to come from you guys. So eye color as well, you can mention when you are describing the appearance of a person. Yes, we've mentioned hair already. Okay, let's go back a bit. So the second thing that you are required to do was for you to discuss the personality for each. So do we have 4 volunteers for personality? Okay, Opelon, she can answer now. I'm sure she can't wait for this one. Okay, so who are we describing, Opelong? Okay, Stella, you can go after Opelong, okay?
I'm describing the vendor.
Okay.
He is kind. He loves what he does for a job.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes you can see that he's hiding his feelings. Sometimes people are mean to him.
And how would you know that?
Because actually that's how people are to street vendors.
Okay.
So he's kind to everybody that he bumps to. He's a nice person. Judging by
what makes you say that he's a nice person? What makes you say that he's kind? What did he do in the story that makes you think that he's kind?
He gave the 2 girls free hot dogs.
Why?
Because he said it's the freebie for his day.
Why was it a freebie for the day?
To show his kindness to the girls.
There was something that he said before telling them that it was going to be a freebie for the day. The hot dog wasn't.
Yeah, but I forgot.
It wasn't warm. Remember, he said it looks a little on the cool side.
Ah, yes.
Yes, because of that, he decided to give it to them as a freebie for the day.
Okay, ma'am.
Well done. Thank you, Opelong. Can we have someone else for one of the characters? Can we have Stelo? Can we please have Stelo?
I'm going to describe me.
Okay, guys. I got the thing. Take it down. Oh, okay.
Is that Stelo?
Yes, it is. My name is Stella.
Okay. So which character are you going to tell us about in terms of personality?
Lee.
Which one?
Lee.
Leah.
Yes.
Okay, go for it.
Leah is a kind girl and generous. She is a normal girl. I think she doesn't like fancy things. And,
You think she's a nice person?
yes, she's a nice person.
Okay, why would you say that?
Because she gave the old man a bubble.
Because she bought the burravos for the homeless man. Okay, so you would say kind, and what other word would you use to describe Leah's personality?
Yes.
You said kind, and did you only use kind?
I said kind and generous.
You said kind and?
Generous.
Okay, I can't hear you properly, but thank you so much. I agree that Leah, she's very kind. Can we have someone else for Leah's friend? Leah's friend and the homeless man. Two more persons. Can I have two more? Oh, we'll have to come back to this. I want the answers, guys, to come from you. I want to know. Okay, Nicole. Hi, Nicole.
Hello.
Hi, how are you? Are you good? Okay, I think we've lost Nicole. Bonolo raised his or her hand. Guys, are you scared? You said you did my homework. Now I want us to discuss. I want us to interact.
Okay, you got Bonolo.
Okay, Bonolo. Bonolo. Okay, we'll just have to come back, or we'll have to go through this again tomorrow. Just make sure that you go and do your homework, okay? So I see Bokang, I see Bokang's hand. Ooh, Bokang, your sound is pretty bad.
Ma'am, I did.
Bokang,
Yes, ma'am.
okay, are you here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
No,
what? So, which personality are you discussing for us?
I clicked the wrong button by mistake.
Okay. All right, let's just move on to the third question. With this one, I want you to respond on the chat box. So what do you think the theme of the story is. You can just respond in the chat box. So what's
Teacher, you have 15 minutes left.
okay. The theme of the story. Guys, you can type on the chat box. We read the story together. We've talked about it before. We've answered questions. So to those who did my homework, what is the theme of the story? I don't see any. Okay, somebody is saying is to be kind to others. Wolfgang is still thinking. The theme is about generosity and kindness. It's about being kind. It is about appreciation. Okay. Now, my follow-up question is, how did you find the theme of the story? How did you identify it? How were you able to know that it is kindness, it is generosity? Wanola is saying the theme is being kind and thoughtful. Okay, so I want 2 people to let me know, like, how did you find the theme? It's okay, Nicole. Hopefully tomorrow it will be better. So can I have 1 or 2 people to tell me about the theme? I was gonna play the video for you guys, but I'm not gonna play it anymore because you guys didn't do my homework.
You've got Tyler.
Okay, hi Tyler. Somebody just said by listening to the story, that's how you found the theme. Opelong by judging the characters personally. Okay. Don't panic if you are not here. You are going to catch up, okay? We do have the videos on YouTube, so you can just catch up there, okay? So when you are looking for the theme of the story, the first question that you need to ask, what was the writer's purpose in writing the story? What was the writer's purpose in writing the story? What lesson or messages does the writer want the reader to understand from the story? So based from the story that we read, what lesson or message that Bridget, who wrote the story, wanted us to know or to learn? We spoke about this last week, guys. Somebody said to be thankful, okay. To show us there is kindness in the world, okay. To show kindness and generosity, okay. Thanks, Dodo. Yeah, for those who said the theme is giving, generosity, or kindness, that is correct. If you picked any of the 3, we know that based on the message that the writer wanted us to understand. So the story was all about being kind and being generous. And from there on, we learned that that's the message that the writer was trying to send to us, okay? Okay, the final question was, discuss another alternative to the ending of the story. To continue kindness, thank you. Okay, so what's another alternative to the ending of the story? To those who did my homework. So if you were to rewrite the story, how would you end it? how would you end it? I don't see any hands. Can I have 1 or 2 hands? For those who did my homework. If you are raising your hand, you are going to be telling me what would be the ending to the story.
Let's speak to Bongani.
Okay. Bongani?
No, teacher, he switched himself off again.
Okay. Guys, you are just not interacting with me right now. So what I'm going to do, I hope you guys are going to be ready. What I'm going to do, we are going to do this again tomorrow, but we are going to do it as an activity. I'm going to give you guys a chance to answer, to write down, but together, because clearly you guys didn't do my homework. And I can't move on from this. I need to know if you guys are following. Are you understanding? Okay. Okay, to those who are asking me about the link, okay, just hold on quickly. To those who are asking me about the link, okay, just go to Africa Teen Geeks. Go to YouTube and type Africa Teen Geeks. In fact, let me just type it here for you guys. Okay. Once you get there, just type, just go to their videos and type English grade 7. Okay, but don't worry about it so much. Tomorrow I am going to bring the short story. We are going to read it again, and then we are going to answer the questions that follow. So even if you don't get to have access to YouTube today, it's fine. Tomorrow we will read the story again, and then we will answer the questions. Is that okay? And I'm hoping that everybody is going to participate, and you guys have the advantage of seeing some of the answers today. So I expect everybody tomorrow to be active and ready to do some work, okay? Okay, let's just do this part and then we'll end our lesson. So I'm gonna give you just a quick scenario, and I want to know what would you do first. So if you're writing a comprehension test, right? Your teacher at school gives you a comprehension test. There's a story for you to read and answer questions that follow in just 30 minutes. What do you do first? What steps do you take, or how do you approach it? Remember, you have 30 minutes. You have a short story in front of you. You need to make sure that you answer these questions correctly, but at the same time, you need to be quick. So if you're given a comprehension during exams or a test, how do you approach it? Okay, I'm gonna take 2 hands. I don't want Stella and Opelong to answer this time around. Okay, I see Lona is saying they would skim the story, then read the questions. Okay. Read while answering. That is not the way to do it. Can we have a person to speak to me? Dota is saying read the story twice to know and understand, then answer questions, okay? Look at the questions, then read. Okay, it's understandable. Other people, they prefer to read the questions first before they read the story.
You've got Kiandra.
Kiandra?
Okay.
Hi, it's Kiandra. I would say skim read the first time and then highlight it and then read it again after reading the question.
Okay, correct. And does it always work for you? Are you always on time when you do that?
Yes.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. Can we have one more person?
You've got Slint.
Okay. Mash is saying, I would read the story once and then read the questions and read the story again. That is absolutely what I would do as well. Okay. Hello? Okay, you are the last person that I'm taking. Yes, read twice. Somebody's saying that.
Okay, let's try Olwetu.
Okay, Olwetu.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so tell me, what would you do?
Ma'am,
Or how do you normally do it?
Ma'am, I read the passage first, then read the questions, then read the passage and highlight the answers that I remember seeing at the question list, then answer.
Thank you so much, Olwetu. That's what I would do as well. I see that a lot of you guys are on track. So I see that you guys know what to do when you are doing a reading comprehension. So for me, I would read the title, of course, just like everyone else, and take note of the title. Why am I doing that? For those who were here last week, why am I taking note of the title? Okay, you can just respond in the chat box to get an idea of the story. Lona, that's correct. To see what the story is about. Okay. Yes, to get an idea, because the title, it may offer a clue or the intention to the passage that you're reading. Okay. Secondly, I would read through the story quickly. That is me reading the story for the first time. I am doing that to get an overview or general picture of the story. Okay. And then there's something else that you guys didn't mention. Once you've read the story the first time around, don't you ask some questions? Are the questions that you need to ask based on what you read? To give you the hint, the questions, they start with 5. Ovayo, got it correct. Okay, so you ask the 5 W's and H, which is who, what, where, when, why, and how. So by asking these questions, you are checking if you know what is happening in the story, okay? And then you read through the questions, okay? You don't necessarily have to follow this, but this is what I would recommend that you guys follow. But I see a lot of you guys are doing it correctly as well. So by reading through the questions, this will give you clues leading up to the answers, okay? Once you are done, you read the passage again. So now when you're reading the passage for the second time, you are highlighting and underlining the main idea, the keywords to the passage. And just because you have read the questions already, you already know what you are looking for. Did you guys get that? But I see that a lot of you guys already know what to look for, and I hope when I give you a test or a test, you guys will be ready and you will nail it, because I'll have like 20 or 30 minutes to do that with you. We are going to do the figures of speech. Don't worry about that. It's coming soon. We are still going to do all of those things. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much for your time. This was going to be my invitation for our lesson for tomorrow, but we won't be doing this tomorrow. We'll go over the lesson that we did today, just to make sure that we are all in the same boat, and just to make sure that you guys did understand the instructions that were given for the homework. So we are not going to be doing this tomorrow. We are going to be going through some of the things that we're supposed to do for this lesson. Yeah, please do follow us on our social media platforms. Otherwise, I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for your time.